All right, crazy kids, boys in bed. One's about to wake up.
Yeah.
Literally any second now, this kid's gonna wake up.
Yeah.
Why be parents?
Why are we parents?
Why are we parents? No, it's like you're saying this. Yeah, very TOB or theology of the body, JP2 teaching.
Mm-hmm.
Gift of self. This kid's gonna wake up. Yeah, what did you say? We were just talking about it.
Why do we want to become parents if it's so hard?
Yeah, the challenges of it. Like tonight when James didn't want to go to sleep. You're just like, dude, like you didn't take a nap for like the last week. I think a lot of guys though, like there's a lot of single guys out there, young adult men that are just like missing the point. Some of them are longing to be parents or dads.
Yeah.
I think for the idealness of it, which there's some really good idealness. Like there's really cool moments. Like you were just talking about him. Like I mean, we just watched the first movie ever that he's ever seen together. First movie he's ever seen.
Yeah.
And then he's also just looking out these windows at the moon and just like blown away by this big, huge, bright moon.
Mm-hmm.
So there are definitely ideal moments, but then there's so many like real moments.
Yes. It's
So
challenging. It really just when you feel like you have nothing left to give, then you just have to give a little more, and it's a true dying to yourself.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things that you wouldn't trade it for anything else. Like even though it's hard and it's challenging, it's that kind of sacrificial love that it just it helps you grow in virtue and helps you grow in love, and it just like your heart feels so full.
It shows that there's a major misconception of what the purpose of marriage is and the purpose of having children is. We're just talking about theology of the body and this teachings of the human person and what it means to really be human. And to really be human means to be made in the image and likeness of God. And God is love, so therefore we are created in the image of love. Like true, authentic, perfect love created us to participate and to be made in his image, which means that we need to participate in that. And so, not that we need to, that we're invited into that. And so, as husband and wife, like, we have made a gift of ourselves, just as Christ made a gift of himself on the cross. In a way, we make a gift of ourselves to each other, which we know, and how the Catholic Church teaches is that man can't truly find himself without making a sincere gift of himself. Yeah, we find ourselves in making gifts of ourselves.
Right.
So through that gift of myself to you and you to me, our sons came about, and then now that continues in a deep way in us making a gift of ourselves to our boys. And it can be really difficult.
Yes.
And hard to speak to. I guess hard to impart on people that aren't parents.
Right.
But yeah, I think like as we talk, it's just a good reminder for us and for maybe others that the whole purpose of this is a sacrificial love. And at the end of the day, it is awesome. I don't think either of us would change a thing about it.
Yeah.
And in fact, it makes us, the cross, the sacrifice, like, amplifies the goodness of it.
And we're back. Actually, I have to move my leg a little bit.
It's definitely a higher calling being a parent. It's truly a vocation. Not a vocation like getting a job or a career. Yeah, so why do it? Why be a parent? We're sitting here talking about sufferings, but then we're trying to say, hey, there's joy in the suffering.
Yeah.
But truth itself, it is true. There is joy in the suffering. And I think that that's because it draws us out of ourselves. There's people that want to avoid being parents. There's people that look at it as... There's people that look at it as a plague on the world. Like, having more children, creating more people is the worst thing that you can do. And that is an extreme. I think that I really think that there's so few people that are in that category and think that, but there's people that think that.
Yeah.
You know, and then there's kind of it's a spectrum of people along that line, where then there's people like us who would say, we're not going to have 11 children. There's no way that's happening.
Yeah.
Well, I guess never say never, but there are people, big, huge, beautiful families on the other side of that. And just, why be parents when there are days like this where kids are a sacrifice and a challenge, and you're just in the thick of it, in the mess of it. And it is moments like this that are fruits of that and that are good things. Here we're just sitting here with our little one. But that's not the ultimate point.
Unrepeatable gift.
Oh, we're both exhausted. Wow.
Oh, yeah. It's really fun at it.
Yeah. A vocation's what gets you to heaven. And it's like our primary vocation, no matter who you are, is holiness. And the whole point of being holy, as God tells us, like being holy like our Father is holy, is like being in heaven. And so our primary vocation is holiness. And then our way, the way that each of us is called into that's unique and is different. And those primary vocations, those sacramental vocations of marriage or religious life, like priesthood, our sons are getting us to heaven. Our sacrifices to take care of them and the joys. It's like you can't, like the height of the joys, what is it? There's a quote that says that the heights of the mountain are only measured by the depths of the valley. And so it's the heights of our joys in marriage and in parenthood are only measured by the sorrows and the crosses and the challenges of those as well. So you can't measure how good things are without knowing and experiencing the sufferings and the challenges of those same things as well. So that's why. Why be a parent when it's so difficult sometimes? Is because you can't truly find yourself without being a sincere gift of yourself and taking care of a human being, a unique and unrepeatable gift, and a child who cannot take care of himself is the ultimate way that we can make a gift of ourselves and sacrifice ourselves, which really helps us actually find ourselves and find fulfillment. That's what I would say.
That was well said.
Awesome.
That's good.
That's it. Yeah.